Closing a deal over the phone, buying a home at a huge discount is not something that comes natural. It didn't come natural to me, and it's not going to come natural to you. And that's okay. That's normal, right? If we were born naturally being able to buy cheap houses, okay, we'd probably be flying on jets somewhere, I'd have Chris's hair or something.
Can't get that lucky yet, bro.
Yeah, no, okay. So it's normal. So this 10-step sales system was pretty much developed from a guy named John Martinez. He's a sales trainer. However, I did make it a little bit more towards wholesale real estate. I use John Martinez. I use Chris Voss. Never Split the Difference. I use Spin Cycle, like a lot of sales things that books I've read and things, and I've created it and compacted it into like a wholesale business model. All right, so without further ado, let's jump into it and we'll do some role play and practice so we can be like live here. So step number 1, set the stage. So Chris, right now you pick up the phone, you call seller, and they say hello. Say, hey, my name is Raul. How you doing? Great. Look, the reason I'm calling is I want to see if you're still interested in selling your property. Oh, you are? Okay. Well, look, this is set the stage part right now, what I'm going to say. Set the stage is basically setting the time frame of the call, the agenda of the call, and the outcome of the call. I think we've talked about this before. Time frame would say, hey, Ms. Seller, great. Do you have 7 or 10 minutes to talk about your property? Like that, I can get enough info to see if we're a good fit to make you an offer. So time frame, hey, do you have 7 or 10 minutes? Agenda, I want to get information about you and your property. Outcome, to see if we're a good fit to make you an offer. This is what I want. And this is what's going to take to get there, right? So set the stage is time frame, agenda, outcome. To this day, like one, and if you notice, like I probably use this a lot when we do these calls and stuff. Hey guys, the first 10 minutes is going to be answering questions, then we're going to do PowerPoint, then we're going to answer some more questions. It's just, how annoying is it? Think about the last time you guys went to buy a car and you go to the car dealership and you're walking in the lot. It's like hot if you're in Miami. And then the sales guy comes up to you. You're like, look, I like this car. And he goes, okay, like, let me check your credit and all this stuff. Do you know how long you're going to be in that dealership? Like it's so uncomfortable to be like, oh, fuck, like, I don't know if I'm going to be here for 4 hours or 4 minutes, We want to give people that answer up front, and that will give less objections. Does that make sense? Another thing, if set the stage is done correctly, you will, in the first minute, automatically kick out all the people who are kicking tires. So Chris, if you're not interested in selling your house and I call you and I say, hey man, do you have 7 or 10 minutes to chat about your house so I can make you an offer? Dude, if you're not interested, you're not going to give me 10 minutes. Right?
Yeah, of course.
Unless you're bored, some people are, it's fine. So the set the stage does that as well. Not only does it set a good agenda for the call, it also kicks out the tire kickers. Okay. So once we're done setting the stage, then we go to tour the house, build report. Is basically property condition. So, okay, great. You do have 7 to 10 minutes. Okay, great. So, all right, Mr. Seller. So tell me a little bit about your property. Tell me how many bedrooms, bathroom, what's the condition of the kitchen, the floors. Like now you enter kind of like home buyer mode. After you set the stage and you tell them what's going to happen, now you enter like, okay, tell me about your place and get them to talk a lot about their house. Oh, the floors are good. The kitchen's good. The roof is good. Blah, blah, blah. This is old. This needs changing, et cetera, et cetera. That is when they start opening up and talking. Okay, so that should be the easy part for you guys. And, what do you ask about the property? Well, pretend that you're going to buy it. Like when you're on these calls, the best mind frame is you're not a wholesaler. Pretend like you're going to buy it. So like, what would you want to know about the property? Right? Like, let's say, Richard, you do that first call in Remind me the county that you're gonna do again?
Riverside.
Yeah,
Riverside.
Riverside. Imagine you get that first call, that house in Riverside, a homeowner looking to sell their property. I'm sure if the timing is right, maybe in a few months, maybe in a year, and you had the money for a good property, you'd probably want to buy something, right? If that's you, but maybe. So
Oh, you're asking me? Yeah.
yeah, I was asking you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was asking you. But
He went
so-
somewhere else.
yeah, Richard went a year away from here.
Like a year. That's too long. Who knows what happened in a year, right?
Yeah. So you want to ask a question that you genuinely want to know about the house. Okay, like, all right, how does the roof? How old is the kitchen? What are any major problems? Okay, how many beds? How many bathrooms? Anything illegal? Like all these questions, right? You guys get creative and ask whatever you like. But those are some of the questions I'd ask. Then once you're done there, the goal is to get them to talk, right? A good call, right? 1 through 10 steps of really good call is 20 minutes or more. We have very rarely gotten a contract unless we speak to a seller for 20 minutes on the phone. It doesn't have to be on one call. It can be on 2 or even 3 calls. However, talk time with the seller has to be more than 20 minutes to get the contract. So a good call is about 20 minutes. Like an average call is about 7 to 10 minutes. Okay. Like if they don't have a lot of motivation and stuff, you could end it quickly. Or if they want, $10 million and the house is worth 100,000, end it obviously. But so you want to spend a few minutes here. So set the stage is super quick. Tour the house and property condition. You want to try to spend at least 2 to 3 minutes, right? Obviously, nothing's set in stone. I'm just kind of giving you an overall idea. All right, once they're done giving you condition and you're comfortable with all the stuff they said, then we go into motivation. And we break down motivation into 3 parts. You have PIP, which is problem. Why are you looking to sell? What's the problem? You don't ask them what's the problem, but why are you looking to sell? Impact, which is what happens if you don't sell it? And picture perfect. Hey, if you did sell it, what would happen next for you? Where would you go? So, good wholesalers, they ask, why are you looking to sell? And that's it. That's their motivation. Great wholesalers ask, why are you looking to sell? Then ask, hey, have you thought of just keeping the house? Outstanding wholesalers ask, hey, why are you looking to sell? Have you thought about keeping or renting the house? Hey, if I am able to figure this out and get this house, get the price figured out for you, where are you looking to go next? What's your next move? So if you want to be outstanding, then you got to ask those 3. PIP. Problem, why, impact, why not keep, and picture where you're going next.